All right, just to show you us bikers don't eat trash, here's that piece of pumpkin I dropped. We don't need this anymore. Dewey, freeze!
No!
All right, now on the cutting board, I got myself 2 cups of wonderful, what they're gonna be is pumpkin fries. I'm gonna take myself a nice deep pot, gonna grab a good 2 tablespoons of good old-fashioned butter, get that melted in here, and what we're gonna do, pumpkin doesn't have much flavor. It's all about seasoning. It's wonderful because it allows you to make great taste. We got 2 tablespoons of butter melted in there, and let's start adding some spices. We're gonna add ourselves 2 teaspoons of salt. 2 wonderful teaspoons of salt. We're gonna add ourselves check this out, 1 teaspoon of, what is it, Freeze? Coming or going? It's cumin. What is it?
It's cumin.
It's cumin. We got nutmeg, ground nutmeg. We're gonna add ourselves 1 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. I don't know if you can see down in there, that butter's melting. We're gonna get these spices all delicious up here. Boy, it's gonna smell so good. Yes, they're gonna be pumpkin fries, and we're gonna make a breading too. Now, we added ourselves 1 teaspoon of allspice, and we got 2 choices in black pepper, Freeze. Ground or coarse ground? What's it gonna be?
Well, if we have a choice, it's always coarse ground.
All right, 1 teaspoon of coarse ground black pepper. Now, we're gonna add something outrageous. We got wonderful ground cayenne pepper. We're gonna add ourselves a whole nice, look at that, level teaspoon of ground cayenne pepper. And Freeze, don't look at this. We're gonna add something evil. We're gonna add ourselves a whole level tablespoon of sugar. Now, the butter is melted. We're gonna gently sizzle those spices to sort of release their flavor. Now, I got myself over here, look at this, and there's a pumpkin seed hiding out in there. I got myself in this bowl, and I can't find the cup. Where'd the cup go? Where'd the cup go? Here'd the cup. The cup was a-hiding. It was playing trick-or-treat. I got 4 cups of water. Now, after those spices have simmered and sauteed, check it out, for about a minute, maybe 2. You don't want to burn them. You're going to add yourself, listen to that sizzle. You're going to add yourself a cup of water, and you're going to hide underneath the table and say, boo! Now, you're going to take and you're going to stir that up to get those spices dissolved in the water. Now, the reason we do this, Kitty, is because it's a Halloween trick-or-treat, and boy, what a treat these things are. You want the nice, delicious flavors to get excited by the butter. You want to get them dissolved in that first cup of water, and you're going to add your 2 cups of, what is it, Freeze? It ain't eggplant,
It's spice-absorbing pumpkin.
It's right, spice-absorbing pumpkin. And then you're going to add the 3 remaining cups of water. So you got a total of 4 cups of water. And you can see you got a nice, rich broth. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to let this come to a boil. Then you're going to reduce the heat to low and let it simmer for a whole 30 minutes covered. Now, I'm going to flip my notes over here, and I'm going to say we're going to make a breading. Now, what we're going to do is grab ourselves a small mixing bowl. Get rid of those pumpkin seeds. We're going to take, and we're going to make a nice breading. These are going to be so moist, we ain't going to need no eggs. We're going to take ourselves 1/2 cup of white unbleached flour. Now, we're going to take ourselves 1/2 cup of whole wheat flour, yes, and that wasn't bleached either, and 1/2 cup of plain breadcrumbs. Now, I gotta look at my notes. There are so many spices. Well, guess what? We're gonna start all over again with another 2 teaspoons of salt. Now, if you're on a low salt diet, you can cut the salt. But let me tell you, the pumpkin needs all the edge it can get. Now, we're going to take some pepper and Freeze. Guess what? I'm going to use the fine ground black pepper. 1 level teaspoon of fine ground pepper. And what would go in here next? He says, look at his notes. Nutmeg, yes. 1 level, is that right? No. I thought that was too much nutmeg. 1/2 a teaspoon of nutmeg. 1/2 a teaspoon of wonderful ground, oh, that's allspice. I'm making a mistake. 1 ground cloves, a half a teaspoon of ground cloves. Where'd it go? Yes. 1 whole teaspoon of ground cayenne pepper. Where'd my cayenne pepper go? Well, it's hiding over here. John took my cayenne pepper. No, he didn't. Got anything to say for yourself, John, now you've been falsely accused of stealing hot pepper?
Wasn't me.
It wasn't me. Now, well, say, okay, yes, well, I knew. I had to put myself, 1 teaspoon of cumin. Now, I'm going to take a wire whisk, and I'm going to whip this stuff up. While I whip this stuff up, if I can get a hold of that wire whisk, well, I'll find it. When I come back, I'll have the breading done, and we're going to make a 2-die pumpkin pie. All right.